Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to RimWorld Survival. So, you all have the opportunity to vote on how I should handle the reactor raids, and overwhelmingly you said fight on the home tile with full population, so I will do just that. Alright, so here's where we are. We are set up where Aggro, Poppy, Tony, and Acid all have the flu. I'm going to make some changes to the base here. So I'm going to run some power here. I'm trying to have some redundant power. And put a cable in there. So I'm planning on putting a shelf of shells near my transport pods. This was a suggestion by Travis, and that should enable me to be able to respond to situations where we need to pod in a boom rat and have them sit on shells so that it explodes on enemies more easily and capably. So that's the concept there. Alright, Semph. I need to have you stop making the trips up and down and up and down. What I'm going to do is, Mr. Semph, you're going to dig at the uranium drill. I think what I'm going to do is power off the plasteel drill and move the uranium drill. I want to build up uranium. I'm fine with the amount of plasteel I have. What I really need is the uranium. Alright, so you guys got tended to? Good. Just construct it. Looking good, looking good. Alright, 11. I'm going to have you actually construct rather than to lay it out and walk away. Oh, you botched it. Well, so the purpose of this is just so that we don't have one cable here going north to south. I know I have a single point of failure up here, but there's just not a lot of good places to put the cable where it won't burn and become a different sort of problem. Can you stop failing? Holy moly. Why are you botching everything? In fact, this is a really dirty kitchen. So, punishment for botching all that stuff is you're going to clean up a lot of Mega Scarab gook. Mega Scarab goop will have to be cleaned up by you. Alright, let's take a look. The easiest way is to go into numbers, and 10% is the worst that I've got, and that's still pretty good. So we're about to get a psychoid plant harvest. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that for a while now. That was about the worst pathing I've ever seen. Cephalo chose to go through a door, over sandbags, and then through another door, rather than just through an open hallway. Good. Yep. That's exactly right. Don't stop naming the boom rats. They're all basically explosive rats. They're just shells with wings. Or something, not literally with wings, but you know what I mean. Alright, Cephalo. I'm going to put you on limited radiation so you could just, oh, no one's allowed out there. So you could just finish this stupid little project. Cool. And now we are able to remove that. I'll build cables here. Alright, so the purpose of all this, if you're wondering, is I'm moving my beer into my rec room, and then I'm moving the tea and the smoke leaf down a little bit. And then I'm putting a shelf of shells here. And I think actually that shelf might have been blocking the interaction spot for the telescope. So we have a lot of we have some free shelves up here, or down here rather. When we replant this, let's plant hops and a little bit of smoke leaf. We are always out of beer. Another thing I could do, let's take a look at my beer and tea. So beer, drink, no, I guess it's fine. What I'll do is beer drink every 2 days rather than every day. Reduce the frequency, and then maybe we prevent it from constantly being consumed. Alright, so this shelf here, I'm going to copy settings, paste settings. I'm going to forbid these shells from being moved so that we don't start filling shells up in that stack. I'm going to uninstall these two as well. Break risk. I don't like break risks. What is your needs? You need food. I'm going to consume a meal. Consume some tea and smoke some smoke leaf joints, and then get some medical care. Stormy. It seems like people need tending to, and it seems like you're the person to do it. So another thing I want to do is to set up my shell queue a bit. Ooh, that's a lot higher. Up to 80 is fine. Yep. I also don't need 2 incendiary shell queues. And then once I have beer, we'll be putting it there. Swell. We're getting through our backlog of cycloid leaves now, and as long as I have Yayo forbidden, we're not going to have a problem with the lack of tea. 55 snipers. Man, there is something wrong with the colony wealth. I think it's just because I've been on this planet for so long. The way the raid strength is calculated is it ramps up depending on time, population, some other wealth, some factors like that. But the duration of time is a factor, and it has been, I've been on this planet a long time. And as a result, we are getting some scary level raids going on. Now, I have only one... Oh. Yeah, I only have this civil Outlander Union that is allied with me. I could try to ally the Savage Tribes, but they're not going to be able to respond to help requests. So the only other thing I could do is try to super befriend a pirate band. Which would be really, really weird and not really fit in with the series as a whole, I think. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Semp, you got to... Alright, I'm going to no-rads him. He keeps going up north and then getting really irradiated and coming back down south. Ooh, we have a boom rat. One shot, one kill. And cargo pods somewhere out west. Alright, miner, let's keep you on no rads. Colonist needs treatment. Stormy, that would be you as well. Okay, survival meals, but pretty far away. Alright, acid, time to rest up. Rosie gave birth again. And Toadie should be over her sickness any second now. That's good. She healed fast. Balko's trader flying overhead. So I tested this offline. and I'm guessing I'll just relay the results to you. Powering this off doesn't work because this has a path to sky, and this does not. So the only way to make sure that my trades are sent to my base and not up to the, you know, for lack of a better term, middle of nowhere, I have to uninstall it, which sucks. So I'm gonna go uninstall that beacon with hired gun, but then while he's up there, he's gonna snag some of the slag chunks. So he has a reason for being up there. We've got so little raid at the outpost here. That's kind of cute. Alright, so Tony is over the flu now. Another thing I need to do. Alright, so let's get the... No, that's not what I wanted. The beacon uninstall, copy settings, paste settings, and then we want a new zone, or new stockpile rather. Paste the settings, paste the name. So now when we go uninstall the beacon, it just sits right there. Alright, world. Oh, I hadn't rendered the world. Sorry for the delay here. Get that loaded up. Hired gun. And we will caravan some of this back home. Alright, we can only... Oh, no, we can carry more than that. In fact, we can carry it all. Well, whoever needs to reinstall that beacon there will get the last piece. I don't really need to worry about that. Our hired gun, go this way. Good. Done. Trade price improvement would be under stats. Trade price improvement. And Poppy, despite having the flu, is still the best person for the job. Wow, she needs treatment too. Alright, so let's power this on. And Poppy, go talk to the bulk goods trader. Okay. Let's sell our pemmican. Ideally, I would like to buy all their components. They have 30 components. I'm tired of manufacturing them. And I will sell as much of the clothing as I can to cover cost. Maybe not the steel helmet. Even the bed. And then I also want to buy wood, because my compression trap, or whatever you want to call it, is wood-based. So I'm going to sell some meds to cover the cost of the wood. And then this stuff lands as close to the beacon as possible, rather than the unpowered beacon way up there, which is really good. Alright, you need to start tending your... Oh, that's the wrong person. Start tending your patients. He's not even there yet. I was like, where is he? He's taking a while. So now we have a super sale of clothing. I guess there is the duster up there that... I could sell as well. Copy, did you get? Yeah, you got treated. Alright, so let's haul this duster and sell it for a little bit more wood. How's Mr. Pirate? Hurrah! Hurrah is dead. Hooray, Hurrah is dead. Boom Rat just gave birth. Like they do. And... selling that duster Buying 70 more wood for it. Hired gun is back. With a lot of slag. We'll have him pick up his stuff. Clear forced clothing. And now uninstall this beacon. And Cefalu, I'm going to have you go limited radiation and reinstall this beacon. And then I think what I'm going to do is create a temporary zone here, or a temporary stockpile, or dump stockpile. Call it temp slag. And follows out to reinstall that beacon, and then he's going to haul that slag to temp slag. Because I think if I didn't have a temp slag in there, they'd haul it all the way back to the base through an entire map of radiation. Very not healthy. Alright, power on. And the hustle. The all the way home hustle. So, looks like we have a bunch more wood for the compression trap. I just really hope that thing sees use. If it doesn't, I'll be a mite bit sad. Alright, his radiation is not awesome either. But I mean, whatever. Alright, so he hauled it to temp slag. Oh, we hauled 2 to temp slag. Oops, I did not mean to haul stuff I needed to smelt up, but whatever. Alright, carrying the components and parts. Developed immunity for everybody but acid. Uh-oh, blight. Right, we got a blight. One thing I don't like about blight is how dang fast it spreads. If you don't get to blight within the first, like, hour, you already have, like, a spreading blight problem. So that's a tweak I'd probably make to RimWorld, to be honest. So now we are building up our uranium supplies so that we can reload these uranium slug turrets or rebuild them if they explode. So follow and acid, you guys are having a bit of a problem. So I'm going to have them take care of their moods, because if they have a mental break, I might not be able to take care of them at all. Soon we'll have beer too, just a few more days. I have enough wort for 2 more batches. Oh, okay, another medical emergency. No rads. Oh, trade inspiration. Even with that trade inspiration... Oh, no. Your trade price improvement is way, way better. It's just there's no one to trade with. What? That was Stormy? A part of me is a little tempted. Just a little tempted to, Oh, here we go. We have Sapper. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, so let's see if we can't shell them. How many shells do I have on this shell? I have 1 shell. Soon to be 2. Oh, man, this is just sad. Alright, they're sapping. My bedrooms are here. I can bait out 1 shot. Zumi, how is he? Okay, you don't even have any radiation. Let's get out there. they going? Alright, so who are the ones that I really need to avoid? The Doomsday launchers are in this thicket. So I know that they're going to have a line of sight on me, but I'm just going to try to run through them. That's an interesting tactic. Because that's the path of least resistance to a bedroom. But I had set up defenses. So here's what I'm going to do. Everybody else... get into position. Zumi is going to try to end this. Oh, your assault rifle. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's going to cause a lot of mess. Don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot. Alright, so she's hurt, but they're routed. The fact that she's mostly bionic kept her mostly intact. Very clearly, I've done a whole lot of damage. Most of their rocket launchers backfired on themselves. I'm going to have to probably add in an additional turret. Oh, acid. You should not have been walking out there. Well, I guess he's had the flu, so he's not all that irradiated. So, yeah, another turret out here will do, making it even less enticing. Their stuff here... Alright, yeah, I think what I'll do is I don't want their stuff to go to ruin. So... I'll firefight it if I can. Kazumi goes straight for health. And Tony will meet you there. Good use of a Doomsday, I think. We'll get all this stuff smelted down into steel. And they've exited. That could have been a lot worse. I took a big risk with Kazumi, but I don't have any regrets. Guess we'll rebuild a turret there. And we need to make this hallway look unattractive. So I'm going to add in... super overlapping turret cover. So it looks awful for would-be sappers. Oh, Tony, yeah. Super sorry, Kazumi. Although, you know, you're not all that injured. Not really. Could have been worse. I do have 3 Resmec serum, so, you know. And then if you take a look at these guys, they all got Doomsday. Their triple launcher backfired on them, and their my Doomsday launcher, like, shredded them real good like. Good in a bad way, bad in a good way. So, I'm going to turn off smelt weapons for now, just so I can control what gets smelted. I'm sort of waiting for them to die. Oh, my crematorium. You can get that fired on. In fact, given where they are, we could probably just burn the rest. Cremate most, burn the rest. Seems a little bit more efficient. And they were, ooh, what was that? Medical emergency 11. Okay, I already know that. How bad was it? Ah, 37. So they were sapping in there because they were headed to these bedrooms. And this was a path of least resistance. Whereas the getting to those... yeah, that's... Once I live over here, the path of least resistance will be through the compression trap. But the reason why they sap through here is coming this way, more resistance this way, a lot of resistance this way was further, and they deemed it more resistance somehow. I think just because there's a lot more walls or something. I honestly don't even know. I was just sort of surprised they took the path they did. But adding a bunch of additional turrets in here will make I think what I'll do is put this one here. We'll make this area, we'll have 2 turrets here, 2 turrets here, none here. It will make southbound sappers less likely. So what do I have in my smelt bill? All melee. I don't want to smelt assault rifles anymore. But everything else we can smelt. Okay, that's fine. We're going to keep some. Silly pirates. You should not have come this way. Oh. I mean, well, okay. Alright, the last of these guys died off. Rebuilding some of these turrets. Make sure to hook up to dead power. So these 2 turrets have perfect coverage. As you can see, they cover both walls, wall to wall. They both can shoot. So that should be useful. Tony, there is not a reason why you should hang out out there. So this wall will be nice. I hope. For whatever we need it for. Alright, so these guys are hauling. Hauling the slag and the materials. I guess we no longer need this as a home zone. There's actually a lot of this that could be added to the home zone, truth be told. Let's get that in. It's a little bit of an oversight. In fact, this doesn't need a home zone either. Nor this. Nor really any of this. Or that. Or here. Guess I haven't done a home zone update in a while. Alright, that's a little bit better. Kazumi. Oh, right. I dropped your weapon so that you could get the Doom. So I'll have you grab that back. I was pretty lucky with her not getting shot so much. I should not take those kind of risks. That's on the wrong tile. And then the remainder of these bodies I'm just going to torch. The good old-fashioned throwing Molotov. Let's see. No, Janes. No, you're in the wrong spot. Aggro. I'm going to have you do it. Let him burn. Let's patch up the wall. And it's like nothing ever happened. I will clean the rubble for no other reason than I like a self-respecting base to look nice. But obviously, filth in this tunnel matters not at all. Alright, the bodies are gone. Aggro, you better switch your weapon back before I forget. And it's like nothing ever happened. Kazumi's already fully healed. Yep. Alright, nice. So, we've got 400 uranium. I'm going to build up a little bit more plasteel. So, my stockpile of advanced components is probably the only other thing I'm waiting on, I would say. And that is very much a matter of aggro being able to make it. Temp crafting is going to be moved to Snake all the way over to where he is. And then I want to, when I make this explosive shell, drop on the floor, and it should land in temp crafting. And I'm going to make him work a little bit extra. Hopefully he doesn't have a mental break. Have him do a little bit of mood stuff, and back to work. I'm trying to get some additional shells so that I have a nice stockpile down here, so that when we send a boom rat to its death, it triggers shells, and the shells blow up and kill a lot more people. Sounds evil, but for a good cause. So we have one good sniper rifle. Is that 2 good sniper rifles? I think that's it. So 1, 2 sniper rifles. And then I'm gonna smelt a few of these. So I'm gonna add, I'm actually gonna end up smelting the assault rifles that I don't need and the sniper rifles I don't need. Hopefully someone does it at some point. How is he doing? Just fine. Alright, so James is on plasteel, and that's so that we can make some additional advanced components. So once this shell queue is done, and I'll make up to 75. I didn't want it there. I wanted it over here. We'll start on advanced components, and then we'll have a healthy amount of advanced components for whatever we need. More boom rats? Ugh, so many boom rats. I don't think I'm going to be training any of these boom rats for risk of them nuzzling and then me or becoming the owner of a boom rat. Like, big old no thank you. We've got a raid of tribespeople. Oh. Why can't I catch a break? I mean, please? So, let's take a look. Were these sappers? They are going to prepare a while. Well, if they're preparing a while, part of me just wants to nuke them. How bad is it that I just want to keep nuking them? We have a ton of Doomsday launchers, so I don't really see a problem with this. I know it's terrible, right? Kazumi, you did it once. How about doing it again? I'm going to let them get to where they are going to prepare. But I think... Oh, God. It's dangerous because Janes might be moving around there. Go ahead and assault. Alright, so there was 27, 56. Okay, so a lot of them have already died, which works to my advantage, because once they hit 50%, they leave, they flee. And then a ton of them are coming into the kill box. What I think I'm going to do is have a pacifist. You guys can stay up here. No, you are going to stay in the tunnels. I'm going to have a pacifist. I'm not going to use my turrets. I don't mean pacifist. That's me misspeaking. But I'm not going to use my turrets. I'm just going to shoot them. Or use only autocannons. Maybe that's what I'll do. Autocannons and regular turrets so that I'm not using uranium. I might need to keep these off to lure them further in. Oh, you're breaking through walls. And they're leaving again. Yeah, they're just gonna march to their death. Oh, hi, Acid. I guess I should pay attention to what my brawlers are doing. So Kazumi, you should be grabbing this masterwork rifle and heading out there. Acid, if you want to... Oh, they're already fleeing. So let's save our ammo. I don't want them bashing my doors, which I'm sure a lot of them will do. Okay, yep, they're leaving. I gotta say, I did deal with them pretty soundly and swiftly. Except for Lou Ball here. Get off my door. These doors can be unforbid so that Tony doesn't have to just lay on the floor all bored-like with nothing to do. Medical, no one is super close to being dangerously irradiated, so I can not worry about that. I'm going to capture one of these guys, because I haven't forgotten this time. We need a liver, right? So, let's grab someone that has a chance of living. None of them really do. See, hired gun, you are... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hired gun, you're giving up your bedroom real quick. Oh, right. And Stormy, you're going to go patch him up and do a surgery and then release him. We'll actually release the prisoner. Does he have legs? No, he does not. Okay, whatever. Tend to him. And then we do need a liver, so I'm going to harvest. Oh, if I harvest your liver, you die. But, you know, that's fine. Oh, they got pissed I was doing that and showed up to the outpost tile. Wow, that guy's already desiccated? Dang. Alright, Lubal. Well, this is not going to end well for you. I am going to operate on you and take your liver. And there's nothing you could say or whatever to stop me. Oh, look at Ambus. Yeah, you're never making it out. Stormy, you're doing it, right? Yeah, you are doing it. Okay, you're dying, Ostrich. Should have stuck your head in the sand. Dang, point blank. Alright, so prisoner is considered guilty for 22 more hours. Ka-chunk. Go the ticket. You're so angry. So yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of like organ harvested or whatever, but the good news is, pop pop, we can add a liver into your body. Shaman, you are dead. Alright, we also are going to want a destroy weapon. So this destroy weapon is for non-smeltables. We're going to add short bow, recurve bow, pila, great bow. And then, okay, yep. And we'll allow that as well, because there's some tribal weapons around here that we'll need dealing with. Are you guys not stuck up here anymore? You know that, right? Tony even fell asleep up there. That's my bad. Cargo pods, something useful. Naturiamine. If that wasn't so dang far, it would be healthy or helpful. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Rip. I like how the autosave made it very climactic. Oh, so yes, forbid and forbid. We unforbid everything, and then as a net result, we started smelting the sniper rifles I wanted to keep. Not that big of a deal. I don't suspect I'm going to use them that often. But, oh well. So we have 2 sniper rifles. I meant to have 2 good ones, and instead we have a good one and a normal one. Again, not that big of a deal. Alright, Poppy is waiting for surgery. Tony, your surgery success chance... Oh, 11? Well, no, I don't trust 11. Stats. Surgery success chance. So 11, even with an inspiration, has a terrible chance for a successful surgery, but Tony does not. So let's go operate. And we're done. Poppy, you have your liver. That's good. Very good. This here is going to be for the sniper rifles only. I'll put that in there. Ranged sniper rifle. Acid's on an insulting spree because he observed corpses. Dude, you're a brawler. You like to be nose to nose with people when you kill them. Looks like we have quite the stockpile of wort now. I might even add some additional fermenting barrels, because we do have the wood. So I'm going to add 2 more in. I'll add them up here, where they're not in the way. Alright, so we're almost done with the high explosive shells that I wanted. Poppy can walk. And we are getting a harvest of beer. All the mood drugs is to make it smoother to deal with the endgame raids, so we don't have mental breaks, stuff like that. We should be smelting that heavy SMG, so let's add that into the queue. Nope, I really need to power those off. Oh, hired gun, sorry man, I forgot about your bed. The temporary surgical theater. Hopefully you didn't end up sleeping on the floor or something. And more beer. Yeah. That's what I like to see. And now we have a bunch of beer brewing. And we're about to get even more hops growing. So what I'm going to do in these hops, minus these 5, is put cotton back. Because Aggro, once he's done with the shell queue, has a relatively huge amount of clothing that he has to make. So it makes sense to work on cotton again. In fact, I'm going to have it all go cotton. And then the smoke leaf is just for... Yeah, exactly. You're on top of it. So temp crafting, we should have, let's see, raw resource, plant matter, smoke leaf? Or rather smoke leaf, and then not allow smoke leaf anywhere else, which is the case. So we stock the smoke leaf somewhere in here, and then we'll roll the joints. And that's just for like emergency, really, really low mood. If you recall my drug directive here, it's only when... Oh, mood and Lucy? All right, so every 2 days when your mood is down to 30. And beer and tea, 2 days down to 30. So that's like, in case of emergency, when you have really low mood, smoke leaf. And the reason being, smoke leaf makes you really unproductive for the duration of it. Your consciousness goes down. So in fact, if you're in like a lot of pain or have some other sort of compromised consciousness, it actually makes you unconscious. I had a fun time of that in a past series. Looks like we have a boom rat who wants to join us for a meal. How is your okay, your radiation's not so bad. Wild boom rats get shot. Domestic boom rats get sacrificed for food. Also reminds me we have a lot of little no rad zones, or little limited rad zones everywhere that I can get rid of. Alright, that looks better. Whole lot of corpses everywhere, as you can see. It's pretty littered out here. Oh, another boom rat. They're subsisting off of the pack of survival meals, so they're not going to come to me anytime soon. And that's the only other one. So I'm turning the boom rat, the very little boom rat that I have, into lavish meals, and these lavish meals are going to be useful for when I have really terrible moods during the reactor raids. Well, guys, that's about all the time I have. I wanted to just take a moment to thank everybody that went and voted. I really love having your feedback. So here we are on the home tile. Through hell or high water, we'll see. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. I wanted to thank Travis for his feedback this week of letting me know that I should send shells along with the boom rat when I have intruders. I'll catch you all later. Probably next episode, my guess is firing up the reactor. Maybe, probably. I have a pretty good stockpile of uranium, so that's something to look forward to. Adios, everybody. Thanks for watching.